man's strong defensive game against them was also rewarded with an assist. The last time these rivals collided, he had a goal. Great energy both inside and outside the arena tonight as we are just moments away now from puck drop. The Kraken have established possession here early in this one as they win the draw. Avoids the poke check. He scores! The Tampere Terror! Patrick Laine!
I really like the way they move the puck around to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have much time to get it off, but he got some wood on it and buried it.
The Kraken have exploded out of the gates here with a quick goal in the opening minute.
Well, and that would have been the game plan, James. You're in someone else's barn. You want to dictate pace and set the tempo right off the hop, and they do that in the opening minute, as you mentioned. Now they've got all the momentum in the world. They got to keep the foot on the gas pedal.
And that's poked away. Gains the zone through center. Can't connect. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Into the attacking end. Here's the pass. The Tigers gain control of the puck against the wall. Works it across to Seider. And he had the answer on that one. Seider's gliding the puck along the line. Tiptoes around the poke check. Oh, he stopped it! What a save on the play!
And there's nothing technical about that. That is all about the will to find a way to make that save. Incredible, James.
And that's knocked away. Center into the middle. He scores! What a play!
Well, need no look any further than the leader on this team who buries it home. I mean, he has got ice in his veins, and he knows the timing. When his team needs something, they look to him, and he answers.
Still a lot of time left in the period as we approach the midway mark. We are all tied up in this one. At center ice now, he grabs the puck. Over the line they come. And that's off a stick.
Hill's last save is one that's going to be remembered for a while, James. It's going to be on the highlight reel. It's on one of mine now. I mean, he stole one there. It was all but in, and that desperation and compete level, it makes the save.
Scores! There it is, the go-ahead goal!
And how good does that feel? You can see the Selly. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important. Well, hockey is a game of inches. If the pass isn't on the tape, if it's in your feet, all of a sudden you're fumbling for it, and that gives the coverage time to defend you. But this one, it's right on the money, and the goal is a result.
The Kraken have taken a one-goal lead here in the latter half of the opening period, and nice job by them.
Yeah, really nice job, and they generated a lot of offensive opportunities because they've owned the puck, James. They've been first to it to retrieve it, and they haven't been afraid to put it to net. A lot of shots going forward here, and they've been rewarded because of it.
Niedermayer's taking it from his own end. They've got numbers here. Puts it on net. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Here he is in close. Big stop by the goaltender right in front. Great reflexes, another save. Here we go. They've really ratcheted up the intensity here now in the O-zone. Here they come on the attack. Takes a shot. Oh, he got paddled by Fleury.
Oh, goaltenders love the butterfly as he drops and slides across his crease. He makes the save.
Too many bodies in the way. The Tigers pick up the puck here in the neutral zone. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end. The Kraken have possession along the boards. Moves it to Boldy. Oh, look at this. Centering feed. Shot. The Tigers gain control of the puck. And that pass is stolen. And that's offside, stopping the play. Just here in the late stages of this frame, it's 2-1. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. final minute approaching here in this opening frame. Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle. We got a stoppage. Let's get the call.
The end of a period in a tight game and you take a penalty, well, your PK unit, they've got to do a job and get you to the intermission.
And the man advantage unit comes out to go to work. Bennett's won a big draw in their own end. Down the left wing, they gain the zone. That goes off the post and stays out. Period number 1 in the books. First intermission entertainment is on deck here. You can also have time to go grab a drink, grab a hot dog, and we'll be back with period number 2 in moments. And the opening face-off here in period number 2 is about set. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. All right, Pounder, how would you assess this game through the first 20 minutes played?
Scores! There it is, a power play goal!
Well, great placement, but he had to get the one-timer off quickly, James, because he didn't have much time and space in that net front area. You know that they're going to close quickly on you when you find that that puck comes across.
The Kraken have put themselves in the driver's seat, now extending their lead to 2 in the second.
Well, they're certainly deserving of their position in this game now, James. They got the go-ahead goal, and then they got that buffer goal. I mean, just to give them a little bit of wiggle room, they can take a breath, and now they can be a little more creative with the puck.
Fleury's going to elect to slow things down a little and get the whistle.
Well, he has been really busy this period, James, but he's mentally focused, makes a nice save, and holds on for the whistle.
Lots of time left in this period. 3-1 is where we're sitting. Fans being treated to a lot of offense thus far. Sider's got it in the defensive end. Some great thievery in the open ice. Hard hit frees up the puck. Oh, wow! The Tigers have it behind the cage. Long lead pass to Crosby. He's got a step, and that pump check ends that breakaway.
Well, he's out there wholesale, isn't he, James? I mean, nice gauge of the speed of the shooter here. I don't think was expecting it. And he's able to save that one. He was a fish out of water, though. It was an empty net if he missed.
Off the mask, kicked out that way. The Kraken have taken possession along the wall. Holds the puck at the line. Stopped by the goaltender.
The key to being a great goaltender is not giving up second shot opportunities, and it's playing the rebounds to the corner. He does an excellent job here.
And now it's grabbed by Tkachuk. Rocks him on the play. The Tigers carry it along the wall. Now a quick pass to Crosby. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out.
How many times have we seen this save before from him, James? I mean, he loves the butterfly position. He's real mobile in his crease, and he makes the save.
And offside, we'll get a reset here. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. Been a pretty good offensive display, at least for one side. 3-1 is where we sit. And off the draw at center, they take control of the puck. He decides not to cover it up and sends it away. Tosses it on to Bouchard. He carries the puck up along the wing. And that shot dies in traffic. Beauvillier's got it along the boards. Hammers the shot! And the puck skips out of the zone. They'll have to regroup. Taken by Bouchard. Steps inside the line.
And he avoids the poke check with some great edge work.
Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Back at the point, they set it up.
Wide of the net, he missed.
Well, you recognize that it's a game of inches, James, and this is on full display right here. This is a great shot. Doesn't miss by much, but it's a miss all the same.
Oh, what a save in front! Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Getting into the later stages of this period, it's a 3-1 hockey game. Lots of offense already. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Slides it across to Miller. Moves it around along the half wall. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. Tries to feed it over to Miller. Puck grabbed by Ekblad. The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. Here's a short pass to Seider. Gaining momentum along the boards. Scooped up along the wall by Pettersson. Here's a chance in front, and that's intercepted. Nice zone entry from the middle. Excellent stick work on the play. Saucers it tape to tape. Well, there you go, 40 minutes in the books. All right, friends, go grab yourself some water, get hydrated, and then buckle up because we got an exciting third period coming up in moments. Welcome back to EA Sports. The final frame looms here as the officials set to drop the puck on period number 3. Final frame is underway here. Seider stick handling in his own zone. Grabbed along the boards by Tarasenko. The Kraken have the puck in their own zone. Angles it over to Scheifele. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. And a poke check knocks the puck away. The Kraken have possession along the boards. Unloads a shot! Oh, and he comes up with a big stop there. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Here's a shot, and that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Puck scooped up by Tkachuk. Dishes it to Fost. Slides the puck down low. Fost looking to make something happen here in the corner. And that's intercepted by Miller. The Tigers gain possession along the wall. Blocked in front. Sends it quickly to Miller. And now he passes up to Lindros. Takes the puck at the point. Lindros looks around. Big time hip check there. That's how you finish a play. Oh, great save there.
Well, that's grand larceny by the goaltender. I don't know how. That did not go in, James. I mean, he's in tight. He's known for putting that away.
Moves it to Bouchard. Into the offensive zone. Bouchard's going to play it against the half wall. Oh, he comes up with a stop as he got the glove on it. Play blown dead. Let's get the call. The Kraken have found themselves undermanned. Interference the call. Our first opportunity to look at the power play unit set to go to work.
First opportunity on the power play in this game. And specialty teams are the difference so many times in a game. Huge for them to set the tone and really get the setup and the looks they're looking for.
Loses the coverage there. Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end.
This power play has been lackluster, James. They haven't even registered a shot. You have to find a way to get in, create some motion. They're making really easy on the PK.
Quick pass to Niedermayer. Oh, what a hit. He got all of that hip check. Big time stop there. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side.
Perfetti's almost out of the box.
Time's up on the power play. Both teams back to even strength.
James, I remember protecting a lead at the Olympic Winter Games and having to find a way to get that puck out, and how critical it was to have good habits, be strong on the puck, and play physical. This group did a great job.
Tremendous stop by Fleury.
Oh, what a save there, James. I mean, that's situational awareness at its finest, knowing exactly where the threat is in that slow slot and taking all the space away.
Quick feed down low. Fantilli's got it in the offensive zone. Taken along the wall by Bennett. Big time play right there. Oh, she read the play perfectly and delivers the hip check. Slides by the check. Nice save by the keeper to trap that puck to his chest. Here in the late goings of the period, it's a 2-goal lead we're looking at with the score 3-1. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. And he passes it up ahead to Lindros. Into the corner now. Inside of the final minute here in the third. Takes the pass from the left wing. Beautiful read in the defensive end by Sider. Here we go, odd man rush here. Denies him in front.
That's what we call a ready goalie, James. Ready for anything. The pass across and to be able to steal one.
Looking for space along the blue line. Oh, just a great heads-up play by Pedersen. Puck picked up by Perfetti. Takes a shot. Glove save and the play continues. And he moves it up to Goodrow. Moves the puck along the half wall. Smart heads-up play to neutralize the threat. And a delayed penalty coming up as he got tripped up. And the officials will pass the sentence here.
You had an uphill battle being down by a few, and you take a penalty, now the game's over.
And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. The one-timer! Time ticking away, and he comes up big. And that's all she wrote on this one as we are in the books. Cheryl, this was a textbook example tonight of one team really moving their feet, and they benefited from it.
Well, they benefited from the special teams as well, James. I mean, you have to find ways to make adjustments and cash in when it counts, and it was the difference tonight.